Good morning, everybody. Okay, let's start our creative little projects. So first of all, for day one, what I thought we'd start is an art journal, and that will be some of the day's projects, because art journals are a really fun way to just experiment with little different techniques, different mediums. It takes the pressure off having to get your project perfect, because it's just really exploring and having fun. So what I want you to do today, you don't have to do it right now. I'll just go through with this first one and show you what we're going to do. And I'll learn as I go how to best show you the projects. But find a book in your house. So if you've got one of these visual diaries, great. Or even a little journal. This is lined. This one, it's got lines in it. You could use that. But what I'm going to use is, I don't know about you, but my kids come home at the end of every year, well, they did in primary school, with heaps of exercise books that don't get used, that have got just a few pages used or none at all. So I'm actually I rated Meg's pile from last year, so I'm going to use this for my art journal. This one's got grid pages, which I think will be really fun, but lined pages work just as well. Now with exercise books, because the pages are quite thin, if you are going to use an exercise book like me, what I'll get you to do is actually glue a couple of pages together. Hi, Rhiannon. And hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. If you can't hear me, let me know. I haven't really done a proper live video before except yesterday, so hopefully comments come up if there's any issues. So now you can just use a glue stick if you've got one of those. I'm using Mod Podge because I just had it. I could find it easier than a glue stick. Mod Podge is basically watered down PVA glue. So if you've got PVA glue, you can get an empty jar, maybe a pasta jar or something, or a coffee jar, and put the PVA glue in and then mix it in with some water. It just gives you a bit more of a runny consistency. So what we're going to do first of all, I'll see if I can move this a little bit, is just to make my pages in my exercise book the right thickness for an art journal. I'm just going to literally just glue a couple of pages together. You could even use an old book, like if you've got a book that has some pages ripped out or it's damaged in some way with words on it, that can make an amazing art journal as well. There's heaps of stuff on YouTube regarding art journals, so after we've finished this video and you want some more inspiration, go check it out. So I've just painted the glue all on that page. Then we're going to just join them up, and it doesn't matter that there's going to be lumps and bumps when you join the pages up, but that's the beauty of an art journal. It's just really rough and textured and bumpy, and it's just more about the actual expressing your creativity and learning some new things and trying different themes out. So I'll just do, I think just a double page would be fine for an exercise book. Now, Renee's here, yay. So what we're going to do today is I'm just going to use part of my packaging from last night's dinner, taco kit. It's got really nice cardboard on the inside, and someone's moved my scissors, so I'll just quickly grab them. Now this taco kit is going to be used for two projects. For today, we're just going to cut the box. So when I make art, I love to do mixed media, and I love cutting out paper, cardboard. I'll often keep packaging if it's pretty or got nice textures, or magazines. I love pages from magazines with nice like oceans and foliage and stuff, and if you cut them out, they can make beautiful little pieces. So now we've got half of our taco box. The other half we'll use for a project for tomorrow. I think we'll cover it and make it into a nice little pencil holder or something. Kids taco box, yeah. And tacos are great too for fussy children because they can make their own. So now this first page, we're just going to do a really nice pattern. So we're just going to cut little shapes of leaves, but not perfect, really rough. I'll show you. These scissors are so small. I don't even know why I've got them still. So Rachel, hello. So we're just going to do a whole heap of these little leaf shapes, and we're going to do them in different sizes. So we're going to start small. Actually, let's just cut off a piece so it's easier to manage. Okay, so we'll do a whole heap of these little leaves, and then we'll get bigger and bigger. Obviously, we're not going to do a live video for this whole thing because it'll take forever. And I don't know about you, but I just love sitting and cutting out paper. I find it really relaxing. It's, especially at the moment with everything that's happening, anything that you can do that keeps your mind focused on what you're actually doing right now instead of worrying about what's going on is really, it's like a little meditation, because it just makes you go, okay, I'm just cutting out leaves and that's all I'm thinking about right now. So you could do this with packaging or paper that's got patterns on it already, but for this one today, we're just going to do the brown cardboard side. Okay, so now I've got a few little leaves cut out, so then we're going to get our book. See how it's really rough, but that's fine, doesn't matter. At the end of this, like, we'll do art journal page every couple of days, and then on the other days we'll do actual projects. So first of all, we just, with the Mod Podge, you can literally just paint the glue on, but if you're using a glue stick, just glue each piece of leaf down, and then I'm just going to start my pattern off to the sort of bottom corner, and then we're just going to really closely, this is really, I need a camera person, I'll put it down like that a little bit. Okay, so I'm just literally going to make a little flower shape, and notice it's not perfect. I'm not worrying about how far each leaf is from each other. I think that's why a lot of people don't do creative stuff, because they think they're not good at it, or they think it has to be beautiful and perfect. It really doesn't. This type of thing, especially an art journal, is just about the process. It's not about how it's going to look at the end. It's just doing something with your hands that is relaxing and doesn't have to have a beautiful outcome. And already I'm feeling much calmer. I love cutting out paper. Okay, so we'll do some more. And then we just get some more glue. Again, with your glue stick, you can just do it, just glue it straight on, it's fine. And it doesn't matter if you go over the top of the pieces you've already put on, because that actually seals it. And then that's a little bit too much, hello. And then we can then just go in the middle of that first row. And then we keep going. I hope everyone can see this okay. I know it's not the best, but so you can see it's starting to make more of a pattern. And then we're just going to keep going out. We're going to keep going out until we fill the whole page. Got plenty of cardboard from my taco box to fill the whole page. cut it into smaller pieces as you go so that it's easier to handle. Okay, and then as you get out, you're going to start to do, well, you can keep the same size leaves or you can start and go bigger, because that affects sort of, if you think about, I can't remember what flower, it's called dahlia maybe, I'm not sure. It starts off really small in the middle and gets bigger on the outer leaves of the flower. So that's kind of what I'm envisaging with this. And then you'll find that it's filled up. You'll fill up that page really quickly actually. So see that next size up, and you can gradually make them bigger or make them double the size like I just did. And then once you've finished the whole page, so just to keep doing, you're going to keep doing this right to the edge, and then once you've finished the whole page, you can fill in any little gaps. Like here there's a big gap, so we'll just put some other little ones in there, or you could also just put do some little round things and put them in there like that. But I just want you to keep cutting out leaves until you fill the whole page. And also, of course, you could do this on a canvas or a piece of wood. You could make it into a really beautiful artwork if it was on a canvas or wood. In your art journal, though, we're just going to fill to the edges of the page. And then if you go over the page, you can wait till it's all dry and just cut it. Okay, so this is just a real quick show. So we'll do that for the whole page, and then once that's dry, what you can do is, so once it's all dry, you've done the whole page, then come back and start again, and we'll actually get just a normal pen. Or if you've got a felt tip pen, that's awesome, because felt tip pens are the best. And then we're just going to do some patterns. So you could do actual leaf designs. Mine's still super wet. So you could do really basic leaf design, which is literally just, when I do a leaf design, I do the stick in the middle and just the lines either side. And again, I find that really relaxing and a really great way of taking my mind off things that are a little bit stressful, and Lord knows we've got some stressful things happening now. So, and if you didn't want to do the lines, you could also just colour each leaf a different colour with just some textures or something. So that's our first project for our art journal. So have a little play with that today when you've got some time, using your little packaging, or you could even use old pattern paper or gift paper or any kind of paper, anything that you can cut. You could do fabric even. We will do some fabric projects coming up where we're using old t-shirts and things. I'm really excited. I've got some really cool things that I'm going to show you. But for today, that's day one of our art journal. And that, I hope, gives you a few minutes of relaxation, creativity. It doesn't have to just be for your kids. It's really important that you're doing stuff that makes you feel relaxed and calm and present right in the moment. So thanks for watching. Bye. See you tomorrow.